Good morning, everyone. It is Kim, the homeschooling Grammy, and as you can see, my fireplace is blazing because it is cold. And it's actually not even that early. It's like 10 minutes to 9, but I decided today Poppy had to be to work at 9, and Hope is, still sleeping. So I said, why not? Let her sleep. So I got that one going. And I got the one in my kitchen going, and if you look in her room, you can see her light is still like going in her room. Maybe I would take you along today to show you kind of like what we do on a homeschool day. And yeah, it's not. Every day is different. Hope sleeping in. It's all good. And I hope the lighting is okay. I tend to leave the blinds closed when it's cold because it tends to keep the heat in instead of sharing it with the outside. So I thought I'd take you along. If this is something you're interested in, stick around. Might go through and just maybe show you my planner and how I use it, because I don't use it typically like probably a lot of homeschoolers do, as in planning, since I tend to fly by the seat of my pants. So I've been up since, I don't know, maybe 7:45. I've been awake since 6, but I don't get up right away because that's when I take time for me. I do devotionals, I do all that kind of stuff in the early morning, because that is the best time for me. And then I try to make sure that I get up. If I'm not keeping the car, I still get up because I want to spend some time with Poppy before he goes to work. So I did that as well this morning. What else? What else do I do when I first get up? Obviously, I try to make this, but I'm not real particular either. However it falls, that's what you're going to get. Obviously I get dressed and all that kind of stuff, but the other thing I like to do when I first get up is make my bed. I don't know, it makes me feel productive. I feel like if I make my bed, the rest of the day kind of follows through and I actually get some things done. I don't know, it's just this weird little thought that I have. And then, Hope and I for breakfast, it's whatever we decide. I usually let her pick what she wants. We have some things available and she can pick. Anybody who knows me, I don't really like to cook. Let's be honest. I spend a lot of my life cooking, and I don't really like to cook. I do it to live. That's about it. My poor husband. So I'll take you along. I need to go get Hope up. It's time. Yeah, I figure 9 o'clock's late enough. We need to get a move on, so we're not doing school all day. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go wake her up. Let me go back. Turn on the light so you can see me. Oh, Hopey Bopies. My little sweet child. She's out. Hey, baby. Are you ready for the day?
Yes.
She says, yes. Well, this is such a cute smile. She always wakes up happy, too. Always. She's never grumpy. Are you ready to rock and roll?
I guess.
You guess. I'm sure Princey's ready for you to rock and roll. He's probably crossing his legs in that little bed of his saying, take me out, take me out. So, she's awake. So Hope is feeding Prince right now with the new bowls, actually, that she made in her ceramic class. Do you want to show everybody the bowls you made?
Yes.
So, here's the first bowl that she made for Prince. Isn't that cute? So she's already putting his food in there. Isn't it? It's adorable. And then, this is the other bowl. Got it tight? That she made for his water. But look, it's got a bone on the front. It even has his name. Isn't that the cutest thing ever? She's so talented. Just love it. So, Lucky Charms. The lucky girl is getting Lucky Charms. And guess where I got it? We were at Ollie's. $2.49. And let me just give you an idea. This was $2.49 in our grocery store. I purchased yesterday some honeycomb. This was $5 a box. So you're talking like half the cost. 12.5 ounces. Yeah. Crazy. All right. So, I forgot where I was going to go with this. Oh, I know. My brain. It's always all over the place. I have too many things going into it. And my mouth doesn't move fast enough. So, did anybody know about this before? You see how this box is closed? Instead of being closed, you know, like with the little tab. Had anyone ever, am I the only person that didn't know you could close a cereal box like this? Like, seriously, I didn't know. My daughter, and when we went on our trip, showed me how to do this. It's brilliant. If you want to know how to do this, seriously, I will show you in a separate video how to do this, because this was brilliant. Look. Nothing falls out. It doesn't pop open. I could probably throw it across the room, and nothing's going to happen to this box.
No way.
Don't throw it across the room. Don't throw it across the room, but it's true. So while she is munching on her Lucky Charms, and I don't usually eat with her because, honestly, I'm not talented enough. Let me explain myself. I cannot read and eat at the same time. It just doesn't work for me. I won't get into any details, but let me just say that I have to concentrate on what I'm doing when I'm eating, and it's happened since my illness. Like, I can't do two things at once. I might choke to death. So anyways, it depends. Like, some morning I do, like, I guess I kind of have a routine, but I don't have a routine. Right, Hope? We just kind of do whatever we do, right? Yeah. Today, she's going to eat her breakfast, and she's right over here. And I'm going to let her eat it on the floor. See, I'm a very,
This is a huge spoon.
It is a huge spoon. But Poppy usually runs the dishwasher before he goes to bed so that it's, ready when we get up, but he forgot. So she's got a big old spoon to eat her breakfast with. But, yeah. I'm not a stickler on a lot of things. As a grandmother, my children will tell you I have wimped out. And they're probably right. It's okay. It's okay. She wants to eat breakfast in front of the fireplace, where it's nice and warm, on the floor. I don't care. All right. So what we are going to do this morning is we are going to read, for today, the Bible verses in our sunlight are Acts 16 through 40. So I'm going to read those to her. And then we are going to read in our read aloud. So while she's eating, that's what I'm going to be doing.
That book is funny.
And that book is funny. She's right. Highly suggest this book. Detectives in Togas. Really good book. So I was just going to go have my breakfast. We got done reading our scripture, and we read a chapter in our Detectives in Togas. And Hope's like, but you didn't tell him what I'm going to do next. So what are you going to do next? Math. So that's what she's chosen. So if you don't know, we are doing math lessons for our living education, level 4. And she...
Wait, that's level 4?
Well, you're in 4th
It's
grade.
easy.
See? She didn't used to say that about math. And so we're on lesson 11 today, which is steps of division, single digit divisor with no remainders. So that's what she's going to be doing. I'm going to read this little blurb to her, which, she could read it herself, but I tend to read it to her because it's fun. It's like a story. So yeah, that's what we're doing next. So today she is working on, writing a letter, like a more formal type letter, and she has a pen pal that she writes to. Actually, her pen pal lives in England, so that's really cool. So that's what she's working on today, but we're going to be more formal about this letter, so she's actually going to write to her pen pal. I thought, perfect thing. She can write to her pen pal, and she can, do her writing assignment, so that's what she's working on now. So while she's in there finishing up her letter for her pen pal, Language Arts, I thought I would just kind of show you my planner. And if you didn't know what planner I'm using, It is the Happy Planner, Homeschool Edition. And if you want to see it more in depth, I will try to remember to leave an iCard at the top and you can take a look at the inside. It's a really cool little planner. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. So, like I said, I use my planner probably a little differently than a lot of homeschoolers. I know some people like to plan a year in advance, 6 months in advance, a month in advance, a week in advance. I don't do any of that. So, all right, let me turn this around and I'll show you. Okay, so here's a peek into my planner. Put that in quotation marks. So anyways, like you can see, we're like on week 16. We're year-round homeschoolers, but I have to keep track of hours and days and all that kind of stuff in the state of New York. So when I decide that we are starting the next grade, that's when I decide that we start with week 1. And so we're on week 16. Simple as that. And this over here, it says for important assignments, weekly focus, whatever. For me, I've been writing in, okay, like she's taking an art class again this week. And it's another ceramics class, and she absolutely loves to do these art classes. And we are very fortunate where we are is that they offer after school programs, and they're free to children in the area. So we are very blessed by that. So she's been able to take several different kinds of classes in that respect for like arts and those kinds of things. Just fun little after school things. Okay, so as you can see, this was Monday. It's all filled in because that's what we did. As you can see, Tuesday, it's all filled in because that's what we did. Wednesday is not filled in yet because we haven't finished our school day yet. And so as we are completing stuff, I will write it in. So as you can see, we did math lessons for a living education. We've done our writing with ease. She is now working on her learning language arts through literature. She's writing her letter. We did our read aloud for Sunlight, and we did our history for Sunlight. There is no geography on the curriculum for today for Sunlight, which is, kind of cool. She'll also be doing reading today at some point. And I'm not sure what else we are going to do, but I just wanted to kind of give you an idea. And you can see, like, I'm kind of the color coordinating type of girl. Like, every subject has a color, etc., etc. But yeah, I mean, I keep it very simple. And like I said, as we finish, that's when I write it in, whatever we do. And I can go back. Let me see. Like here, I'll give you an idea. So, it's not always all filled in. It depends. Like on this particular day, Hope had a dentist appointment. We took some stuff with us to do in the car, and it was what it was. I mean, I even put, like, we did a picnic at the park on a Sunday. If we do... let me see, like even if we do some things on a weekend that I consider a field trip, it's counted as school, and I will put that in my planner, and that is counted towards hours for school. So I am talking to all of you New York State homeschoolers when I tell you this, is that there are so many different things that you do in your homeschool on a daily basis that count as school and hours for school. If you're baking a cake with your child and they're doing measuring and they're helping in all of those aspects, that is not only math, but it can be science and how does the cake rise and what makes the cake rise. So you can take this to all different levels and just know that your child is learning all the time. So she finished all her school.
Yep.
And I'm looking like a hot mess because actually I did another video in between us finishing school, and now we're going to go do something fun because she helped me do this other thing. So keep an eye out. There's going to be another video of some organization that I did with my shed and getting ready for winter. But it's not winter yet. And you can tell it's already cooling off a little bit now that the sun, and it's not even that late in the day, the sun's already like going behind the trees. But
It's 2:06.
yeah, it's 2:06 in the afternoon, and I can already feel the difference. Like, I'm glad I kept this on now because I'm kind of cold. So yeah, so we'll take you along. She's gonna go, oh, a monarch.
Come on here.
A monarch just flew by. So she is going to go bike riding over
At the field.
in the field. So we'll take you with us.